Hi, English learners! Welcome to the Fluent Bite, where real conversations help you build clear, natural English, one useful idea at a time. I'm Mia, and today we are talking about a worry many travelers and international students share. What if I visit another country and accidentally offend someone?
And I'm Leo. That fear is understandable because culture influences so many small things: greetings, food, personal space, time, humor, and even silence.
The good news is that you do not need to memorize every cultural rule in the world.
You need something more useful. Respectful language for asking, listening, clarifying, and repairing a mistake.
Today we will use 5 simple steps. Ask, listen, clarify, respect, and repair.
We will apply them to real situations from travel and study abroad without treating any culture as one fixed set of rules.
By the end, you will know how to show curiosity without making assumptions, how to say no respectfully, and what to say when something comes out wrong.
Let us begin with the most important idea. A country is not a personality.
Two people from the same country may have different religions, family traditions, political views, and comfort levels.
So sentences like, people from your country always do this, can sound like a stereotype.
A stereotype is a simple, fixed idea about a whole group of people.
It may sound positive, but it can still put pressure on someone.
For example, you are Asian, so you must be good at math, is not a compliment to everyone.
It reduces a person to an assumption about a group.
A better approach is to ask about the individual. What was school like for you?
Or, is that common in your family or does it depend on the person?
Notice the difference. We move from certainty to curiosity.
That is our first principle. Describe what you notice, but do not decide what it means before asking.
Curiosity is natural, especially when you are living somewhere new.
But not every question needs to be asked immediately.
Topics such as religion, race, money, family, relationships, and politics may feel personal.
Before asking, use a permission phrase.
Would it be okay if I asked about that?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but is that part of a tradition?
You don't have to answer, but I'm curious about how that works.
These phrases do two things. They show respect, and they give the other person a comfortable way not to answer.
If someone pauses or looks uncomfortable, do not keep pushing.
You can say, no problem, we don't have to talk about it.
Respect is not only choosing polite words, it is noticing the other person's response.
Names are one of the first places where cultural respect becomes practical.
If a name is unfamiliar, guessing silently for weeks is not the best plan.
Say, could you tell me how to pronounce your name?
Then try it and ask, did I say that correctly?
You can also say, please correct me if I pronounce it incorrectly.
Avoid saying, your name is too difficult. Can I call you something easier?
That makes the other person's identity sound like an inconvenience.
If someone offers a shorter name themselves, that is different.
Titles matter too. In some places, first names are normal. In others, a title and family name may show respect.
When you are unsure, ask, how would you like me to address you?
That works with teachers, colleagues, hosts, and older people.
Now imagine your first day at an international university.
You meet a new classmate and wonder whether to shake hands, hug, bow, or simply smile.
Instead of turning the moment into a complicated test, follow the other person's lead.
If you are uncertain, a friendly, "It's nice to meet you," works almost everywhere.
You can also ask, do people usually shake hands here?
Personal space varies between cultures and between individuals.
Some people stand close while speaking. Others need more distance.
Do not immediately label one person cold or another person aggressive.
Their comfortable distance may simply be different from yours.
If physical contact makes you uncomfortable, you can step back gently and say, I'm not much of a hugger, but it's lovely to meet you.
That expresses your boundary without criticizing the other person's greeting.
Being invited into someone's home is warm and exciting, but it can create many small questions.
Should you remove your shoes? Bring a gift? Arrive exactly on time? Help with the dishes?
This is a perfect moment for the first step. Ask.
Is there anything I should know before I come over?
Would you like me to take my shoes off?
Can I bring anything?
What time would you like me to arrive?
These questions sound considerate, not ignorant.
If you arrive and notice everyone has left their shoes near the door, you can say, "Should I leave mine here too?"
Observe first, then confirm.
And if your host says, "Make yourself at home," remember that it usually means relax.
It does not mean reorganize the kitchen and search every cupboard. Food often carries family history, religion, and hospitality.
That is why a simple meal can become an emotional, cultural moment.
If you have dietary restrictions, explain them early and clearly.
Thank you for inviting me. I don't eat pork. Would that be difficult for you?
Or, I'm allergic to peanuts, so I need to be careful. Could you tell me what's in this dish?
A restriction is different from an insult.
You can appreciate the effort even when you cannot eat something.
It looks wonderful. I'm sorry I can't try it because of my allergy.
If you simply dislike an unfamiliar food, avoid dramatic reactions like, that looks disgusting,
Say, "That's new to me. What does it taste like?"
or I'm not used to that flavor yet, but I'm glad I tried it.
The word "yet" is useful because it leaves room for your taste to change.
You are describing your experience, not judging the entire cuisine.
Travel makes people want to take pictures of everything.
But a beautiful place may also be sacred, private, or connected to grief.
Before photographing people, ceremonies, homes, or religious spaces, ask permission.
Would it be all right if I took a photo?
Are photos allowed inside?
Is there a dress code I should follow?
A dress code is a set of expectations about clothing.
In a sacred place, modest clothing may be requested, even if tourists dress differently outside.
You do not need to pretend that the rule comes from your own culture.
You can simply say, I understand. Thank you for letting me know.
Respect does not require total agreement. It requires appropriate behavior in a shared space.
Humor is one of the hardest things to carry across cultures.
A joke may depend on history, tone, social relationships, or words that do not translate well.
If you do not understand a joke, you can say, I think I'm missing the cultural reference.
Or, could you explain why that's funny?
If a joke makes you uncomfortable, you do not have to laugh politely.
You can say, "I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that joke."
When you are the one making jokes, be careful with humor about ethnicity, religion, disability, gender, or painful historical events.
Being new to a culture is not a free pass to repeat every expression you hear.
If someone teaches you slang, ask, is this friendly, rude, or only appropriate with close friends?
That one question can prevent a very memorable mistake. Sometimes another person's behavior feels rude according to your own cultural expectations.
Maybe they interrupt, avoid eye contact, arrive late, refuse food, or answer very directly.
Before judging, clarify what happened.
I'm not sure I understood. Did you mean that we should leave now?
I may be reading this differently. Is being a few minutes late normal for this kind of event?
Could you help me understand what is expected here?
These phrases separate observation from interpretation.
Observation is what happened. Interpretation is the meaning we give it.
"She did not look at me" is an observation.
She does not respect me is an interpretation.
The interpretation may be correct, but culture, personality, anxiety, or the situation could offer another explanation.
Respecting another culture does not mean agreeing with every tradition or opinion.
You can disagree without insulting a whole group.
Start with your perspective rather than a universal judgment.
That's different from what I'm used to.
I can understand the tradition, although I feel differently about that part.
I respect that this is important to you, but I'm not comfortable participating.
Compare that with, your culture is wrong.
The second sentence attacks an identity. The first sentences explain a boundary or viewpoint.
Ask sincere questions, but do not force one person to defend an entire country.
Your classmate is not the official representative of millions of people.
A useful phrase is, Do you mind sharing your own view on that?
The words your own view make the question personal rather than national. Imagine that a host invites you to join an activity connected to a tradition.
You appreciate the invitation, but you do not want to participate.
Use three parts: appreciation, boundary, and warmth.
Thank you for including me. I'd prefer not to take part, but I'd be happy to stay and watch.
Or, I really appreciate the invitation. This isn't something I'm comfortable doing, but I hope you all have a wonderful time.
You do not always owe a long explanation.
A respectful no can be short.
If the other person continues to pressure you, repeat the boundary calmly.
Thank you, but I'm going to sit this one out.
Respect should work in both directions. Now the part everyone worries about. You said the wrong thing.
Maybe you used an outdated term, made an assumption, mispronounced a name, or laughed at the wrong moment.
Do not disappear into a 20-minute speech about how good your intentions were.
Use 4 steps: acknowledge, apologize, correct, and learn.
First, acknowledge the specific problem. I made an assumption about your background.
Second, apologize directly. I'm sorry, that was insensitive.
Third, correct your language or behavior. Thank you for correcting me. I'll use that term from now on.
Fourth, learn without demanding emotional comfort from the person you hurt.
Avoid saying, I'm sorry if you were offended.
That sounds as if the other person's reaction is the problem.
Say, I'm sorry that I said that. I understand why it was inappropriate.
A simple, sincere repair is often more respectful than a dramatic defense. Being corrected can feel embarrassing, especially in front of other people.
Your first impulse may be to explain, argue, or say, but I didn't mean it that way.
Intention matters, but impact matters too.
Try, thank you for telling me. I didn't realize that.
I appreciate the correction.
Could you tell me what would be a better way to say it?
If you need time, say, I want to think about what you said.
Listening does not mean you must accept every accusation without reflection.
But listening before defending yourself gives the conversation a better chance.
If you still disagree, you can say, I understand your concern. I see the situation differently, but I'm glad you explained your perspective. Cultural respect is not only about avoiding your own mistakes.
You may also receive intrusive questions or hear stereotypes about your identity.
You can set a boundary without becoming a cultural teacher for everyone.
I'd rather not answer questions about my religion.
That comment makes me uncomfortable.
People from my country are not all the same.
I'm happy to share my experience, but I can't speak for everyone.
If you think the person made an honest mistake, you might add, I don't think you meant to offend me, but that expression can sound disrespectful.
And if the situation feels unsafe, you do not need to continue the conversation.
Politeness is valuable, but safety and dignity come first.
Let us put the full framework into one travel situation.
You are staying with a host family. Before dinner, everyone follows a practice you do not recognize.
Ask, is there anything I should do before we begin?
Listen, give your host time to explain without interrupting.
Clarify. So, should I wait until everyone is seated?
Respect. Follow the household practice when it is reasonable and safe.
Repair. If you begin too early, say, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Thank you for explaining.
Now, a university example. A classmate tells you that the way you describe their community is inaccurate.
Ask, would you mind explaining what I got wrong?
Listen without preparing your defense.
Clarify. Would it be better to say it this way?
Respect the answer and repair your wording.
The framework is simple, but it turns anxiety into action.
There's a useful idea called cultural humility.
It means recognizing that you will never know everything about another person's culture and experience.
Cultural confidence says, I studied the rules, so I cannot make a mistake.
Cultural humility says, I have learned something, and I am still ready to listen.
That mindset is especially important because cultures change.
Age, region, family, identity, and context all influence what feels normal.
A travel guide can help, but it cannot replace the person standing in front of you.
The goal is not to become perfectly invisible in another culture.
The goal is to participate with care, curiosity, and a willingness to adjust.
Let us collect the most useful language from today.
Before a personal question, would it be okay if I asked about that?
Before a visit. Is there anything I should know before I come over?
For a name, could you tell me how to pronounce your name?
For an unfamiliar rule, could you help me understand what is expected here?
For a respectful boundary, I appreciate the invitation, but I'd prefer not to take part.
After a mistake. I'm sorry, that came out the wrong way.
After a correction, thank you for telling me. What would be a better way to say it?
And remember the 5 steps: ask, listen, clarify, respect, and repair.
You do not need perfect knowledge to show genuine respect.
Which cultural situation feels most difficult in English? Meals, greetings, personal questions, visiting a home, or correcting a mistake?
Tell us in the comments and let us know which travel or study abroad topic you would like us to cover next.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more practical English conversations.
Keep asking with curiosity, keep listening carefully, and keep learning from the people you meet.
Thanks for spending this time with us.
See you in the next episode.